So the transmission that's currently in my Jeep, it's been in there before I burn it up and rebuild it. It's always had issues with holding the Jeep in park. I always thought it was a linkage problem. I had a cobbled together Grand Cherokee shifter linkage in there once before. Now I've upgraded to a winter sidewinder, still having issues. Found out it's a deeper problem than the shifter linkage. All right, let's talk about some automatic transmission stuff. So we got the pan dropped off of here, and this piece right here is the park pawl. So this ramp on here, let me get a better angle. That angle there forces against the retainer, so this angle here forces against this retainer, which goes up in here. And when that angle hits it, this retainer is what forces this to push the pawl in and engage into a gear inside the transmission. So I read online, another guy had a similar issue with it not fully engaging and clicking. So I'm thinking you can see right here where it's worn, where that angle piece is wearing on this cap and not allowing it to push as far in. So this guy welded that up, ground it smooth, and got better park engagement. I don't know if you could see up inside there, but you can see a little bit of burr on the end of the pawl, and there's also some wear on the teeth. So I don't know if I'm going to get this to hold or not. When I pull this transmission apart, I probably ought to pull that pawl out and replace it. But at this point, I am not pulling this transmission yet, so we're going to try to do what we can to get this to fix. So again, you can see the wear in this retainer. We're going to just weld that back up and grind it smooth and hopefully get a little better engagement in the trans. Okay, so we had a big old booger of weld on there. Now we're going to grind it to shape, and I may end up welding it a little bit more, but we'll get it ground down and see where we're at. So I have it build up a little higher than I think it was originally. You can see a little bit of an edge there to tell I'm definitely a little higher. So we're now, this is just a rough grind. We're going to go in with a little smoother, probably a sanding disc on a die grinder, and get that a whole lot smoother than it is now, so it works without galling and burring. All right, so I got this cleaned up with a die grinder. There's a couple little pits, but I think it's going to be okay. I noticed it looks like I'm downhill just a little bit, but I think it's supposed to be that way. Let me set you down so I can point that out. You can see this edge is a little lower, but I think it's supposed to ramp up, allow it to, the tapered part of the plunger of sorts to actually ramp up to where it's supposed to be. Because if I flip it over, oh, it's really hard to see and focus in there, but you can see the right side here tapers off a little bit more than the left. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to taper up there. So I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to put it back in the Jeep and see if it's any better. All right, so we took the Jeep for a little test drive, put it up on a hill, put it in park, and wouldn't you know it, it actually works. Thanks for watching, guys. It's just a short little video, not my normal 15-20 minute videos, but this is an important thing, a common problem with these older transmissions. This is a 1979 Turbo 350 transmission, so I'm sure a lot of guys are dealing with the same thing, so I wanted to just kind of keep this one specific to this one little issue. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave some comments, come back for more. Thanks.